Pray.
There's one here. One up
There
here.
is much we ought to tend to. If we are
Sweet.
to
Oh, and
I've
another
been
over
unable
here.
to uncover aught of use through my own channels. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty?
Oh, yeah.
For some time now, 'twas said and so, in honor of the false sovereign's identity, is but may approaching. What
Okay,
say
the
you, Your
Arisen's
Majesty?
shadow. Let's try
My
that
thanks.
one. We
Some
might
of the
get
sentries
lucky.
posted the mass. Once your infiltration is success here, this should suffice. Take care. Ah,
Yeah,
masquerades being as
he-
they are.
yeah, he gave me a
masters made
mask.
appearances as-
this will help you blend in.
Different destination in mind, Master? Very.
So, quest. The gift of the bow.
What?
Goes there.
Well,
Oh, yeah, I still need to get swords.
explain bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine.
Get
Pray,
this
allow me to
way.
show you the way.
What's that? Oh, you got him?
Yep.
Have I recognized? Lead the way.
I just jump on him.
Yep.
Shall we get
Morning.
some rest then?
My. I'm trapped
Now
like
we've
a
the
rat
vim
in a
to
cage.
tackle the day ahead.
This Arisen's
Come,
both shrewd
We've much to be
and
getting on with.
good.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Feeling very rested.
Tis
Girls.
obvious, no? I am an agent. But let's just say there are some.
You know what I did last time is I killed him, and then I drug
sense
him
eyes upon
over
us.
to Captain Brent, and then used a wake stone on him.
Yeah, I did. I didn't. I
was
didn't.
to report on your
I
comings
didn't
and
drag him to
goings, you
Captain
see.
Brent. I just used the wake stone.
But
and,
I
Captain
suppose
Brant
that
just
job's
showed up.
over. Now you found me out. So,
Which is very
how
nice
about it?
and handy.
Oxcarts
Right?
make for relatively safer travel.
I've no reason to trouble
Walking
you any
everywhere is
further.
certainly tiring.
Understandable.
Eve, quit your
No
belly
harm
ache.
in asking, was there? Let's
I'm going to go grab a drink. And I'll be right back.
Okay.
You there! Halt!
shit. We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
Okay. So that part's done. And I won't be able to do anything else until later. Okay. So we've done that. Alright, Risen Shadow, the gift of the bow.
Ew.
Okay. I'm gonna grab my tea really fast since I'm over the coffee thing.
Alrighty.
I'll be right back. It's actually just on the other side of the room.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review.
Let me check the map. Where are we headed? Way up there. So if I go that way.
The contents of our packs, just to be sure.
So you haven't heard because you weren't here when I first got on, but this last week, my refrigerator crapped out on me.
Rested as we are, this battle ought to be.
So your refrigerator crapped out?
Must not
Yeah.
let down our guard.
So I wound up having to go last night, and we got a new one.
You might want
that's-
to move the mic closer to your mouth.
Huh?
Because you might want to move the mic
Okay.
closer to your mouth.
I moved it. Maybe I need
Yeah,
to
so
turn
you had
up
to go
the
buy a
mic.
new refrigerator?
Yeah. Well, because the hubby, being the penny pincher he is, took I think it was like
A fine place to harvest some
Wednesday that it wound up being. Can you hear me a little better now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm turning the volume up on the mic. No, the penny pincher that he is took a couple of days to try to troubleshoot the issue. And anything that he tried did not work. Just kind of, it's just like, okay, I gotta. I forget the exact wording that he used, but he says, okay, I have to come to terms
One might
with the
conjure
fact
everything
that we
back
need
into
a new
sound logic.
refrigerator.
We
So
mustn't
we wound
allow
up going
ourselves
out
to
last
be confused.
night, and
Take each trial as it comes.
we actually found one that was on clearance. And it wasn't a
Nice.
bad refrigerator. I mean, it's a little smaller than the one that we
You
currently
have?
have. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like he and I
This
were
is gonna
talking.
be
It's
used as a material.
essentially just he and I
You
here
will find
now,
a
and
purpose for it
with
in due
Belle,
time.
she's kind of here and gone, so she's not here all the time. So we don't
Right.
necessarily need a really big refrigerator anymore since it's just the two of us.
Right.
So we and then because he likes to have a glass of scotch every now and then, this one had three different ways where you can make ice. And
Nice.
so the one of the ways is you could get the little small balls of ice, or crushed ice, and then you could it actually had it where it makes the big balls of ice that you would
The
normally
cubes.
put into a glass for scotch.
Right, right.
So I was like, okay, because he didn't really care for the one that I really liked, and I didn't really care for the one that he really liked. So we kind of came together in a
Kind of
compromise because
compromise.
yes. So we were both liking this one. There were things about it that the other were meh on, but I was like, okay, this one will work.
Oh, there you go.
So we did that, and then because it was still going to be another day or so before we could actually get the refrigerator, I've been meaning to get a mini fridge to, put
Cannot
into
let down our
the
guard even for a
the
moment.
In your
office.
office.
Stay far
Yeah,
from us.
so I could have like cold water and tea and stuff like that. Um, and I was like, we can keep the milk in here so that it doesn't go bad before we get the refrigerator. So
There you go.
that's why I have cold tea now.
Ah. Well, see, the other day, about a week ago, couple weeks, it's been going out for a while.
Hmm.
So our washing machine went out,
Oh damn.
or it wasn't going out,
Uh huh.
but when you had to use it,
Displaying burning
right?
Right.
for an
You
elf.
you
My
put your
hands will
laundry in
tremble on the string if 'twas me.
and you start it
But I
up.
expect you'll do just
Then you'd
fine.
have to go back and check on it and
Follow me, master. I shall guide
push
you to
down
the
on the
location.
lid
Uh huh.
or adjust the
Guide us most
lid.
welcome.
Right.
And then
Now we shan't lose our way.
I was telling my roommate about it, and he goes, "Well, I'll just get a hold of the apartment complex tomorrow
Right.
and have them come look at it."
Nice.
So they
Did
came out and looked at it and said, "Oh, well, damn, it's kind of rusty and old anyway, so we'll just get you a new one."
well, there you go.
So they just replaced it.
Nice. Yeah, my daughter was the older daughter. She's renting a small house that's owned by a church. Um, and it had washer and dryer hookups, and the guy that's basically her landlord, or that works for the church,
Okay.
let had a set of a washer and dryer set in his basement of the office that he works, and he says, "Well, I'll let you guys use this one since you don't have one of your own." And
Well, that's nice.
so she's sitting there and she's telling us, she goes, the I guess it's not draining properly. So I told her she needs to go through and call the landlord because it's his equipment,
Right.
and you're all shiny. um,
Yes.
And she's like, well, we have called him. We've been trying to get a hold of him, and this, that, and the other thing. And I says, keep calling him. Be a nuisance. It's his job to take care of this stuff. Don't let
Well,
your don't let
yeah,
your niceness, get in the way
and
of
it's his.
exactly. So it says
No one can defend themselves.
he's supposed to keep the place in working order for you, and part of that is if he let you use
Yeah,
the
if he supplied something,
yes, he
is
should make sure that it stays maintained.
correct.
And the hubby was like, yeah, definitely be a nuisance, be a Karen if you have to, because it's his job to make sure that things
That it's
stay in.
proper.
Yeah. And she's like, but I don't. And I said, no,
It's not about what you want. It's about what's right.
right. So I told her, you've got to just. What do you think that if we owned the house that we would, just let it go untaken care of?
Let my magic imbue your weapon.
And she's
Yeah,
like, well, no. And I says, exactly.
exactly. Like you're renting it from somebody. They put their equipment in it because
They were okay with you using it.
You've been doused in oil.
exactly, and it's theirs. It's
Yep.
not now. Now, if they say go ahead and hire somebody to fix it, and I'll
Mhm.
reimburse you,
Yes.
that's a different story.
I'll gather
Right.
this.
And that's what the hubby was telling her. I overheard him talking to her. And he says, yeah, one of the ways you can put it was like, okay, fine. Would you rather me just hire somebody and I take it out of the rent?
Yeah,
And then you'll see how quickly they, get on top of it. Because a lot of people, they're just,
Brought by the hands of brigands.
I don't know. A lot of people don't like, doing their jobs nowadays.
well,
Even though,
that's just
Here,
crazy.
strike with
yeah,
lightning.
so yeah,
Every, everybody likes doing
Let
their
us
jobs.
return once
right.
Some people like doing their jobs more than others.
I don't know. It's
I'm not
hard
one
to
of those.
find. Well,
I
well,
shan't allow any further harm to come.
it's hard to
I don't
find
like
good help these days.
it is. I don't like doing it. I don't like doing my job as it is.
That strategy never would have
I mean, I don't mind doing my
is not what I expected.
but I'm not bending over backwards.
Methinks this can only
Right.
be destroyed from the other side.
Nothing else for
Like
it.
they can piss the fuck off.
Over here, if you please.
You're taken. What?
Well, I said they can piss the fuck off.
Right.
I do my job as I do not go out of my way to do more than I have to. And when it's and when my 8 hours is done, I go.
Yep.
If there's still stuff to do,
Hmm. Yeah,
that's
because you don't.
fine.
I mean, well, you don't get
Not my
paid.
problem.
Yeah, and you don't get paid for overtime usually.
Well,
At
I
least.
do. I get paid overtime,
Oh, okay. Well, and
but by the same token, it's like they don't want to give me a raise. Why do
oh,
I want to stay at fucking work?
this is true. If
You know what I mean?
and yeah, exactly. Oh, from
Because
what?
there's people there that make more money than I do, and I've
And you've
been
been there
there
longer.
than anybody.
That kind of
So
sucks. And they don't want to
why
give
would
you
I
a
want?
raise?
Yeah. So well,
It was a glorious
and
success.
their reasoning behind it
Let us
is
aim
they
for
just
greater
gave
precision with our
everybody a
next
raise.
But they didn't give you a raise.
No, no, everybody in the building got a raise.
Okay.
However, it wasn't a company raise.
An enchantment of cold to freeze our
It was
bones.
a mandatory state fucking cost of living
Oh,
increase.
got it.
Pray.
So they're saying, well, that counts as a raise. I'm going,
No,
not
Battle
really.
best avoided.
no.
That's a raise brought on by you people not giving us a raise in the first place.
Right.
You're soaked.
So,
Do try not to catch cold.
yeah, go fuck off.
I
So,
understand.
Your weapon with
when my 8 hours is done,
You're out the door.
doesn't matter what time of day it is.
Well, I know that Tennessee is planning on doing the same thing that your state just did. Uh, with it's a mandatory raise of
Do try not to
to
catch cold.
$15 an hour for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So.
California went up to 22 or 20
Oh damn.
minimum wage, and people are complaining about that.
That's kind
All
of.
fell from the beast as it briefly lost.
Right?
I mean, I understand, if it's a job that
A new day dawns in us.
it's kind of
We need
a
to hold out
difficult
for a
job, and
moment
you've
longer.
been there for a while.
The light
I
field will
get
be crossed.
wanting to
So long
be
as we
able to
make it
make
to
a
the other
decent,
side, we'll be all
living
right.
at it, being a manager or whatever. But if it's, there's also a thing, uh, called a startup job, like, for teenagers working in fast food or retail.
I'll lead the way.
You know,
Come to think
Prepare
of
to
it.
engage.
when I first started working, I was making $2.10 an hour.
Hey, $1.80.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, and the fact that, they want more and more and more, but don't really want to work, because I've seen how some of these kids, go out there and, oh no, not you. Okay, we're gonna take care of you nice and easy like.
I guess I need to use that now. Items.
Nice. Yeah, because I've seen, because my oldest, she worked at McDonald's there for a bit before she got a different job. And they just basically stand around and aren't very nice to the customers to begin with.
Treasures round every corner.
Yeah, so it's just like,
Well, yeah, and that's the issue. I mean,
I shan't let them harm you.
why?
I cannot
it's like,
afford to
if you
It's
can,
your job
they have no work ethic.
to help the customer.
Yes,
Now, if the customer is being a dick,
exactly.
that still doesn't give you the right to not help the customer.
Yeah. Well, there, there was uh, there was an incident at the place where she was working, because she was working at a fast food place, and this was like a couple years back. My youngest was still going to public school and was on the soccer team. And the way that they did it was you've got um, you play against the different schools and stuff, and you go back through town, and first there's only a couple of restaurants in the place, so a lot of people stopped at this one particular restaurant, right?
Right.
And the manager of this place was not I guess she was just having a bad day and what have you, but she wound up she got fired because she was spitting in people's food. And I was just
Yeah,
like,
see, now that's unacceptable.
yeah. And I was like, I get it. People have bad days. They do. Everybody
Yeah,
has